HIIT cardio versus LISS cardio, what is best for you and which one should you decide to go with when it comes to losing fat and building muscle and just being an overall fit person. With HIIT cardio, you do have to understand the definition of HIIT cardio. HIIT cardio is pretty much just doing a burst of cardio or exercise for about 10 to 30 seconds as hard as you possibly can, then mixing in with about a low intensity steady state cardio in the middle of it, and then hitting it hard again for 10 to 30 seconds. So it's interval training, and a good example is pretty much just going on a straight line like a track, sprinting for 10 to 30 seconds, and walking for about a minute, and then sprinting for another 10 to 30 seconds. LISS cardio is just something just steady state. So just any version of cardio, riding a bike at a steady state, walking for a steady state, running at a steady state, anything that is steady and there is no burst of exertion or energy depletion for any short period of time. People ask, well, HIIT cardio burns more fat or more carbs, or LISS burns more fat and carbs. All that is cool and all. You have to realize at the end of the day, it's your 24-hour energy expenditure. So you have to matter about what calories you're taking in, how much calories you're burning at the end of the day. So look at the cardio version that you're picking as a total caloric number, instead of just seeing what type of exact macro you're actually burning more than the other. Because at the end of the day, if you burn more calories than you eat, you're going to lose fat or build muscle. Now, in terms of some benefits for HIIT cardio, there actually is the afterburn that a lot of people like to talk about. That is backed by science. That is a real thing. So have an afterburn for about 5 to 7 hours possibly, and for most people you're only going to burn about an extra 50 to possibly 200 calories. Nothing crazy that most people think. Now 50 to 200 calories could put you in from maintenance to deficit, or from a surplus to maintenance. So that is a lot of calories and it should be counted for. But don't think that just because you did some HIIT cardio, you're about to burn like 500 calories and completely change your body. Now with LISS cardio, you're not going to have any afterburn effect, but LISS cardio is easier to do. So you could possibly go on a walk for an hour long instead of just only being able to handle 10 minutes of, a HIIT cardio session. So kind of going into that time management perspective, for HIIT cardio, it is important that you only are going to be doing your exercise for at max 30 minutes to hit a certain caloric goal. So let's say you're trying to burn 500 calories. Let's just say you go for 30 minutes or 10 minutes. But with LISS cardio, it will take much longer to be able to hit those caloric goals or energy expenditure goals. So for LISS cardio, you might have to go for about 80 minutes to 120 minutes, maybe 2 hours, just to be able to burn 300, 500 calories. But with HIIT cardio, you can do that in a very short amount of time and get the afterburn effect after you do the HIIT cardio. The thing with HIIT cardio is that people think that they're actually committing to something. You do something as hard as HIIT cardio, so you're sprinting for 30 seconds and you're walking and sprinting, doing this crazy workout, you get that achievement that you feel like you just did a really hard workout, you just hit something hard. So it's going to make you want to follow your goals, so make you want to follow that diet, make you want to follow your sleep schedule, your water goal for that day. That's going to help you actually achieve the goals you want. But when you do something like LISS, where you're just walking all day and it's boring, you don't feel anything in your stomach, you don't feel any type of burn anywhere, most people feel like they're doing nothing, so they're more adherent to actually just hop off their diet or just do whatever they feel like, because they're kind of like, oh, I just wasted today. Overall, when it comes to the actual question, like which burns more, which is better, it really is the exact same thing. If HIIT cardio is easier for you because you like to hit it hard and just get it over with, and do HIIT cardio. But if you're just the type of person who walks all day, or you ride a bike all day, you like to do that long, just 2 hours, just get off your phone and just go, and LISS cardio will be good for you. But other than that, you just have to take into account that what works for you is what's going to make you burn the most calories and keep you consistent. But if you don't like one or the other, don't do the one that you don't like, or else you're not going to stay consistent and losing fat or gaining muscle. I just want to go over like some things that you should watch out for when it comes to doing HIIT versus LISS cardio. The biggest thing is watching out for your recovery. So obviously the most important thing when it comes to fat loss or muscle gain is lifting weights. Is going to drive up your metabolism, and you want to do this almost every single day, or at least 3 days a week, full body. So you need to be able to recover. So if you're doing crazy HIIT cardio that's killing your entire body, and then the next day you literally can't lift, then that's a huge issue. You should watch out for the recovery, because you could get injuries and you could not be able to recover fast enough for the next workout. Still need to prioritize weight training. Weight training is going to be the driving factor for fat loss and muscle gain. So you should never just skip out on weight training just because you did HIIT cardio. You should never go to the gym just to look at cardio and be like, all right, this is how I'm going to get stuff done. Cardio is the supplement is like the final little cherry on top, which is obviously number 1 is diet, and number 2 is weight training, number 3 is cardio. That's the last thing you should be worrying about. You obviously shouldn't do too much of any cardio. So too much HIIT cardio is gonna lead to muscle loss, and too much LISS cardio is gonna lead to muscle loss. Not eat enough calories to support how much working out you're doing in general, then you're not gonna be able to build muscle, and you're probably gonna become skinny fat because you're not gonna be able to body recomp at all. So you need to make sure you eat enough calories, you're not doing too much cardio, you're not weightlifting way too much where you end up hurting yourself at all, which will stop your progress completely. Like I said, especially with cardio, prioritize muscle gain, prioritize diet, make sure it's balanced diet, high protein, medium carbs, medium fats, have everything in your diet. Prioritize your diet, then muscle gain, which is from the weight room, compound movements. Then you want to worry about what type of cardio you're doing. It's a cherry on top. It's gonna get your extra 300, 200 calories. That's gonna, slide you over to the deficit, so you can lose about 1 pound to 2 pounds a week. Not something that's gonna drive absolutely everything. It's like the top of the freaking triangle for everything. Obviously, just some things to know about the LISS cardio. Less chance of injury, less risk. It's more boring, but it's more chill. It's more usually probably things you'll like to do more, like biking or walking, just chill stuff. Don't have to worry about. Lastly, just do what works best for you. Like I said earlier, if it's freaking biking, bike. If it's swimming, swim. If it's running as hard as possible until you fall, do that. Just make sure at the end of the day you get your total calorie goal intake, and you diet correctly, and you weightlift again, and keep lifting, and don't take out other things, or don't think supplements are gonna get you anywhere. Just make sure that you're doing what you got to do when it comes to everything else, and then put the cardio at the bottom, and you'll have a very, very good balanced way of gaining muscle or losing weight or whatever you're trying to do. So if you like that, subscribe, hit the like, comment freaking made it. If you made it to the end, do the bell notification, and I'll see y'all.